They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go. 280.
They'll run on first down. Forrest takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
From the 27, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
Now Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
No. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Check. Crunch. Rush in.
On second down, Burks. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 64 yards on the ground.
Go. 180.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
Let's go. Let's bring it. He's cracked. Hey, empty.
They run with Crockett, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
6-man. Check curls. Out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at about the 14.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Great 15. Great 15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To Crockett on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This is Crockett. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
To number 15. A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Crockett. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 3.
He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least.
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Here we go. Ready? I got one. Let's go. Straight.
On 1st down, Forrest. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 13. Go. He's coming.
They'll run it again with Fournette. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Switch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dillon. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Bellamy, he takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Wentz to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, Crockett. And a penalty flag is down to the backfield as they finally bring him to the turf. But I'm not sure this is going to stand. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll keep it on the ground. Forrest. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wentz now to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Crockett. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This is Fournette. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 79 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Wentz. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And an alley to run. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a